I think we're moving back towards knowing that actually humans need each other and it's okay to ask for support and help. We need each other to do it together. We can't do it by ourselves.
This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good morning, Sunni Dawson. Previously, episode 422 of the 12-Minute Converse podcast. It's been 2 years, 8 months, 8 days, 18 hours, and 15 minutes since we last spoke.
There's a whole amazing world out there for you to explore, both inside and outside, and I really hope that this conversation and all the other wonderful conversations you listen to help stimulate that within you.
That was then. This is now. Sunny, how are you doing?
Really exceptionally well. Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure to be here.
I am so glad to have had you back on the podcast. I like to say forward on the podcast, but you were on a couple of years ago and you were doing some amazing things like, all right, so I'll not do that, but let you share with us what's new in your world.
Sure. So since we last spoke, I spent some time living in Morocco and then Cambodia and spent 10 months setting up a charity and a business in Cambodia, which was amazing experience, incredible experience. I'm living in one of the poorest Southeast Asian countries. So that was quite amazing. And then I've spent the last 18 months living in and around Central America, which has been incredible experience. And all the while, for the last 18 months, I've been finishing my next 2 books, which are going to be published later on this year. So that's pretty exciting.
What happened with the podcast? Like, you were about to launch a podcast.
Yes. Because I got so involved with life in Cambodia, I didn't get time to do that. But I actually am intending to do that after I publish the next 2 books. And that will happen probably, I'm guessing now, towards the start of next year. That's when I'll actually do that eventually.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, because it sounds as though like there's a ton of content via you traveling and having these adventures where individuals, I think, would be really happy to like tag along and hear your experiences.
Yes, I think so. And also just someone not living a typical suburban life, going to work, coming home. And I would like to inspire more people to step into their dreams and what they actually want to achieve in their life, which might be, living in the suburbs and going to work every day, but something that's really, inspires them within that or outside of that as well. That's fine too.
Yeah, especially from the perspective of you being like a lawyer, like you were a lawyer,
Yes.
like you lived this life.
Yes.
So you've had the experience. When you look back, making that decision to move from where you are today to where you were, do you have any regrets?
No regrets at all. I'm super, super happy with the highly unusual life I'm living right now.
How have you put a thumb on the mental agility that's required for such an adventure?
Well, you're exactly right. Flexibility is the key. Being open is one of the key values as well. Being able to be flexible and open. So open to different situations, open to things not going as you predicted or expect. Not having any expectations is actually quite a good thing too. I've certainly developed that. And being able to, I think in terms of agility wise, knowing improvisation is very, very good in terms of communication. and I think in terms of, more than agility, it's just openness and friendliness in terms of what could potentially come your way, because you never know. And that's quite exciting.
There's a huge level of humility as well. Like you're running in a line that requires humility, I believe, for the success of what you are doing. How do you extract humility in situations like this?
Well, acknowledging that you don't always know what you know, and you don't always know what might happen or how people are thinking and being really curious. Curiosity is one of my main modes of operation, to be curious, to learn and to understand whatever presents. And I think in that is humility. Within that's humility, like having that form of curiosity. Says that you don't know everything, because I certainly don't. And I don't pretend I would know everything, in 50 years' time either, because life is so amazing and so surprising. And you never know what you're going to get or who you're going to meet or what gifts they bring to the world and how you might inspire them to enhance their gifts as well. So,
Yeah, you have a great laugh, a great smile. I think it's like a smile erupting into a laugh. It's very magnetic.
Thank you.
Are you still doing yoga regularly?
Yes, yes. So when I was living in Costa Rica, actually, in a very remote community, I was living on this amazing beach where whales came and birthed their babies. For about 4 months, I was dog sitting there. And it's a very remote, like dirt road into it, and an hour and a half to get to any kind of substantial shop to buy things or whatever. So, and in that community, there was such a collection of misfits, I guess, and so I started up teaching yoga once a week, a partner yoga class. I really love partner yoga because you can stretch better and feel the stretches better and do some amazing work. And it's also incredible to have safe touch with other people as well. It really connects people and deepens people's practices as well. So I was doing that for when I was living in Costa Rica for 5 months on this beautiful beach. So that was incredible.
Not being isolated from community, it's something you stuck to.
Oh, absolutely. I like to create community wherever I go. So then after Costa Rica, I moved to the south of Mexico in a little town called San Cristobal de las Casas. And it's a mountain town. And so the second week I was there, I set up a writers group because I am a writer. So, and incredible community came, both local, Mexicanos mainly, and also foreigners who were either living or staying in San Cristobal de las Casas for some time. And yeah, it was an incredible community that was developed over 7 months. Yeah, so I think community is really important, being able to share, connect, and grow together. Growing is really important in community as well, because if you're growing, stagnation's never fun, is it?
I can agree with that. It's really fascinating to see you connect through life. Like your favorite song when you were 12 years old was "We Are the World."
Yes.
Community around you seems to be like as natural as light.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, that's fun. I mean, community, I think, more and more people are seeking community and having their own tribes in whatever, way or values that are really important to them. And I think more and more we're going to be leaning towards more communal ways of being, because we kind of went through this phase, especially like in places like the US, Australia, Europe, where individualism was key. Like, it was such an important part. Like, I can do everything myself. It's only possible for me to do everything myself. But I think we're moving back towards knowing that actually humans need each other. We do need each other, and it's okay to ask for support and help. And it's important because it helps us grow and develop our goals, whichever goals they are, within each other, but also as a community as a whole. And we need community to solve the world's problems, like climate change and child abuse and whatever else. There's a whole range of things. We need each other to do it together. We can't do it by ourselves.
What's the name of your last book? And I asked that amazing audience because she has several books. So I'll ask for the last book you wrote. What was the name of it?
Well, the last book, which I'm just about to publish, is called Breathing Out Brave. The subtitle is called Get Over Fear, Embrace Change, and Live Your Best Life. So I'm pretty excited about getting that out there in the next couple of months. So
it's about Bob.
Yes.
Yeah, it's about Bob, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, my friend, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for you being true to your own unique real self, because it is core to the inspiration and motivation of what's happening via the podcast. Being able to have the opportunity to speak with you, it's been too long. I won't do that again, but to now speak with you again and hear that you're still doing what you decided you were going to do is a lesson in the value of consistency surrounded by your passion, your core as to who you are. So thank you for that,
Thank
Sunni.
you.
You're welcome. In closing, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
No, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time. And I'm really excited to hear more stories and how people, continue to follow their passions more and more.
Love it. Sunni Dawson again, a pleasure. I treasure. Thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12 Minute
Thank you.
Convos with Angel Jones. This podcast is produced by PodEdits. Visit podedits.com for professional podcast publishing.